I really liked Izzo.
I would call him Coach because it makes me feel cool. Like, well, what up, Coach? Hey, Coach.
God, I like the sound of that.
When you see Izzo on TV, right, he seems like a hard ass. So I wasn't really sure what side of Izzo we would get, or if that was his only side. Turns out he has a completely other side, one that's like really funny, really friendly.
Your guys were pretty good. Most of them kept up with us. Shows that you're in good shape.
Izzo seems like somebody you would want involved in molding your kids. And I understand why he has lasted in that role as long as he has after having spent the day with them.
Part of Izzo's life story is this really, really touching adoption story. He and his wife had already had a kid, and then after they won the national championship, they decided they wanted to adopt another kid. They were trying to figure out the avenues of adoption, and it turns out that Nick Saban, all-time college football coach, had a connection.
All of a sudden, my secretary comes in, and she says, Nick Saban's on the phone. I said, tell him I'll call him back. You know, I'm talking to him. She came back and said, Nick says it's important. I said, tell Nick I'm talking to the governor, you know, he's not that important. Then he calls my wife.
And he says, a baby boy was just born, are you interested? And I literally fell out those stairs. I said, yeah, I just sat down. I said, yeah, absolutely.
Nick was gracious enough to give us a Zoom interview, and this was one of the things we were very, very eager to ask about.
He wanted to be a part of this because he is at least partly responsible for the Izzos adopting their son. And then he sits down in the chair and he's like, you know, come on, gotta go. Hey, Coach.
Good.
Thanks for doing this, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, got lots to do, so let's get it done.
But Nick didn't even really remember the story. So yeah, that was unfortunate.
I can't remember, to be honest with you, how it happened. I just know that we were trying to help them every way we could, and I'm glad it worked out for them.
I did manage to get him to crack a smile at least once, which I was pretty proud of. What, if anything, do you remember from getting a call from him one day asking for 12 sets of shoulder pads?
I remember. I think it's pretty funny, but I think he was trying to make his team a little tougher.
While we were in East Lansing for this shoot, news broke that the president was going to be stepping down, and this was all kind of in the aftermath of the Larry Nassar scandal from 4 or 5 years prior. Graham was trying to figure out the appropriate time to bring that up.
So a couple days ago, the president resigned. 3rd in 4 years. One of the former trustees came out and said, you're the guy to heal.
Yeah, I'd be a good president. They'd run me out of office faster than Carter got liver pills.
At the height of when I'm asking him about that, our esteemed colleague decides to interrupt.
I was informed of that. I didn't see it because I don't read the newspaper, look at anything, but we'll go this way. I usually go down.
Let's stop here, kind of with the statue in the back.
Yeah.
They're walking by the iconic Sparty statue, and I thought Izzo can be talking about the university, the turbulence surrounding it, and kind of a big picture scope of all this controversy with the university with this cool background. And it just felt right. And then Izzo goes a little off topic.
Yeah, that's Sparty, man. This is got my wedding picture taken here.
And I expected Graham to go back on topic, to shift back to what he was talking about before. But Graham was too chicken to do that.
The moment had passed. That very well might be, but if the producer was listening to the conversation, the producer would have known better than to interrupt.
I thought I did a good job of telling you guys to stop, just trying to do my job. I expected you to not be scared and to go back and asking the questions you wanted to ask.
It's always nice to see environments that people thrive in. So seeing a legend at work and practice was a sight to behold.
Boom! Nice pass, nice shot.
Tom Izzo can shoot some hoops. Holy hell. He knows how to basketball.
Izzo's pretty good at free throws. He's been doing it for years, and he's still got it.
I've been told you're the best free throw shooter on the team.
There's been times I have been. That's bad news, by the way.
The most you've ever got in a row.
117.
I was like, damn, all right. Get it, Tom.
My players see me shooting them. I think over the years, by watching, they probably at least say, oh, the idiot practices what he preaches, you know?
Practice was weird. I hate shooting stuff like that because you just feel like you're in the way.
I'm usually above 90%. Could be a little more difficult today since I'm talking to somebody, but this isn't for the NBA championship, so I don't mind.
Everything's supposed to revolve around our show, so it just gets really confusing. That was another hilarious joke.